Greetings, everybody. Welcome to Tommy the Game Master's Ranting Reviews. In this review, I won't have any script. I'll just tell you my thoughts and feelings of it and do it kind of in a quick rant. Today, I'm going to be looking at a game called Epistory. Now, I like what this game is trying to do. I'm someone who has to use the keyboard in order to type out stuff because of some of my limitations. My handwriting looks like a kindergartner's. But because of that, I can type about 80 words per minute, no problem. And trying to find things that keep people interested in typing is a good idea. There are quite a few typing video games, not typing tutors, but typing video games. But for the most part, they're still the same. They're on-rails shooters type things like Typing of the Dead. This one tries to kick it up a notch by making it a adventure game, but it still runs into a lot of problems. Mainly, I had a hard time trying to control my character, especially around corners, and the way this world is laid out can be a bit confusing to try to manage where you go next or what your next objective is sometimes a bit obtuse, but I kind of like the idea. Basically, it opens up with a girl riding on a fox, and as you move around, you hear new narrations, and the narrations appear on the ground, and there's a mystery to solve about why this girl has found herself in this uninhabited land. Why are there no people? What happened to the people here? Who is she, and where is she from? And I solved pretty much all of it in the first 15 minutes, and yeah, I found out it was right at the end of the game. I won't spoil it to you, but if you know the cliche, you're going to easily figure out what's happening in this game. But I do like I said, the way the narration is pointed out and the way it flows. I do kind of like that. It's a great way of storytelling the game without stopping the game or have the game revolve around the story. And I hope some more action games actually kind of follow the suit. Now, as far as the actual combat goes, it will come in one or two forms. Either you will meet an enemy just kind of running around, in which case you have to hit the spacebar and type in the words that are above the enemy's head in order to kill it. Or you will find the stands, which are kind of where the boss fights, I guess if you want to call it, are, that you have to stand on. And when that happens, a whole bunch of enemies will flock right to you. You have to type their words and continue on. The way you progress is you have to have a certain amount of score in order to open up more of the world and continue on your adventures. There are also dungeons and other places that you will have to enter to explore and to unlock new powers as well. You can do things like burn things, freeze things, and get lightning power. And that will also affect the way you combat. Fire, for example, will burn away one enemy's word. Lightning might strike another enemy and reduce their word count above their heads. Ice will stop an enemy, and so on. And some enemies can only get hit with a certain element, which means you'll have to type out that element at the bottom of the screen in order to switch it. So, like I said, plenty of typing to do. For the most part, I found the combat to be fun and a rewarding way of, like I said, not teaching people to type, but to keep their skills up. My only problem comes with some of these boss fights, because sometimes you have so many characters coming at you, and sometimes you'll get stuck on a word and want to switch to an enemy that's much faster coming towards you, and can't until you finish that word you're typing, in which case you're kind of screwed about getting hit, and one hit kills your character. Good news is that the game autosaves frequently, and I never had to go back more than, say, 30 seconds. But that is an annoying problem. Would I recommend Epistory? Yes and no. If you're someone who enjoys typing games, or someone who wants to just keep your typing skills up, it's not a bad game, but this isn't a typing tutor. If you're looking for a typing tutor for your kid, there are plenty of others on the market. This is just meant to be a game. And if your kid's already gone through a typing tutor and you want them to practice and hone their skills, this may not be a bad pickup when it's on sale on Steam. I think I got it for like $5. So, yeah, not the worst game. It's definitely worth checking out, but it's not exactly one of my top recommendations. I heard they made a sequel. Hopefully they'll change the controls. Hopefully the world's a little bit obtuse, because I did get lost. I probably could have beaten this game in like 2 or 3 hours if I didn't get lost in some of the more obtuse stages. But overall, I did enjoy my time. This is Tommy the Game Master. Thanking you for watching this video. If you have any thoughts, feel free to leave them down below.
Sometimes it tried to guide her in its way.